Love Judy.
I'm Jessica Dupart. A lot of people know me as Judy. I am the owner of Kaleidoscope Hair Products. To date, the company's probably made close to $40 million. Also birthed Kaleidoscope Realty, Kaleidoscope Management, Kaleidoscope Cares, Kaleidoscope Shipping and Receiving. Yeah, all of that.
The moment DA Brat stepped into the studio, the energy in the room felt different. She was usually the one who commanded attention with her confidence, her strength, and her powerful presence. But today, something was off. Her usual composure was replaced with raw emotion, and it wasn't just the lights that made her look drained. She was about to reveal something that had been weighing on her for months, maybe even years. Today, for the first time, DA Brat was letting the world see the truth about her devastating divorce with Judy. DA Brat's emotional breakdown on live TV wasn't just for the cameras. It was the kind of moment where everything, all the walls she had built over the years, came crashing down. The public had always seen her as tough, unbreakable, even. But on this day, that image was shattered as she openly admitted that she had been blindsided by the one person she trusted most. As the cameras rolled, DA Brat finally broke the silence. "I never thought it would come to this," she said, her voice cracking. "But sometimes love just isn't enough." In that instant, the walls came crashing down, and the audience could feel the weight of her words. The woman who had always been known for her strength, her unbreakable will, was now sitting in front of millions, tears running down her face. It wasn't a cry for attention. It was a cry for release. DA Brat had been carrying this pain alone for too long, and now, in this raw moment, she was letting everyone in on her deepest heartbreak. "I didn't want to believe it," DA Brat continued, choking back tears. "I didn't want to think that she could betray me like this. But when I saw it, when I saw the truth, it was over. There was no going back." Her words were a revelation not just about the end of a relationship, but about the moment trust was completely shattered. DA Brat had loved Judy with everything she had, and now, in front of the cameras, she was letting go of the person who had meant the world to her. DA Brat's relationship with Judy had always seemed like a perfect fairy tale to the public. The couple had been admired by fans for their apparent chemistry and love, but behind closed doors, things weren't as ideal as they seemed. For DA Brat, the emotional distance between them had been growing for months, even years. At first, she didn't want to believe it was happening, thinking it was just a rough patch. But eventually, it became impossible to ignore. Judy, once supportive and loving, began to show signs of resentment. DA Brat would come home after a successful day, proud of her accomplishments, only to find Judy distant, bitter, and unsupportive. As DA Brat continued to rise in her career, she noticed a shift in Judy, a shift from admiration to jealousy. "I could see it in her eyes," DA Brat recalled. "It wasn't just about us anymore, it was about me succeeding, and she couldn't handle it." What DA Brat had once believed was a strong partnership was now becoming a toxic environment where her success only deepened the divide between them. "I wanted to share everything with her," DA Brat said, her voice heavy with emotion. "But it felt like she couldn't stand to see me win. And that hurt more than anything." The realization that Judy couldn't handle her success was the beginning of the end for their relationship. When DA Brat finally made the decision to end her relationship with Judy, it wasn't an easy choice. But she knew deep down that she couldn't keep living in a relationship where her success was met with insecurity and resentment. "It wasn't about love anymore," DA Brat confessed. "I needed someone who could stand by me, celebrate my wins, and support my dreams." Judy's constant undermining of DA Brat's career, whether it was belittling her accomplishments or refusing to acknowledge her success, was damaging. DA Brat had always been the one to hold herself to high standards, and she didn't need someone holding her back. "Judy couldn't handle my success," DA Brat said, her voice filled with both pain and clarity. "She couldn't see me as her equal. She was threatened by my growth, and that's not the kind of relationship I needed." For DA Brat, the decision to walk away wasn't about anger or spite. It was about recognizing her own worth and understanding that she deserved more. "I needed someone who could support me, who could be proud of me, not someone who would make me feel guilty for succeeding," she said. "And that's why I had to let her go." Judy's insecurity had taken an emotional toll on DA Brat. It wasn't just about the arguments or the distance that grew between them, it was the constant feeling of having to prove herself, even to the person who was supposed to be her biggest supporter. "It started to feel like I wasn't enough," DA Brat shared, her voice trembling. "No matter what I did, it wasn't good enough for her. And that's a heavy feeling to carry in a relationship. DA Brat had always been the one to push forward, to overcome obstacles, but Judy's constant doubts and criticism chipped away at her spirit. I wanted to be with someone who celebrated me, who pushed me to be better, DA Brat continued. But instead, I felt like I was constantly walking on eggshells, afraid to shine too brightly. It wasn't just about career success, it was about being able to share her achievements without guilt or fear of judgment. But with Judy, that was never the case. The emotional burden of always feeling less than or not enough took a toll on DA Brat, and eventually, it became clear that she couldn't continue living in that toxic environment. The final straw came one evening when DA Brat realized she couldn't ignore the cracks in their relationship any longer. After a major career milestone, DA Brat came home, excited to share the news with Judy, only to find her distant and unsupportive. "It was the moment I knew I couldn't keep doing this," DA Brat said. "I had just accomplished something huge, and all I wanted was for her to be happy for me. But instead, she made me feel like I had to apologize for my success." DA Brat spent that night reflecting on everything. The love they had shared, the way their relationship had changed, and the toll it was taking on her emotionally. "I realized then that I couldn't keep sacrificing myself for someone who didn't support me," DA Brat admitted. "I had to choose me. I had to choose my happiness and my future." The decision to walk away was one of the hardest things DA Brat had ever done, but she knew it was the right one. "I had to let go," she said softly. "And it was the hardest thing I've ever done." When DA Brat revealed the reason behind her breakup with Judy, it sent shockwaves through the public. The truth behind the split was a revelation that many fans didn't see coming, especially those who had long admired the relationship between the two women. For years, fans had watched as DA Brat and Judy seemed to be the perfect couple, often sharing their love and bond on social media. They became the symbol of overcoming obstacles together, their chemistry undeniable and their love admired by many. But when DA Brat shared the painful details of why their relationship ended, it shattered the idealized image that fans had built around them. The news left fans questioning what had gone wrong. How could something that appeared so perfect end so abruptly? What happened behind closed doors that led to such a heartbreaking conclusion? Many who had rooted for their relationship were left in disbelief, grappling with the reality of what had transpired. Their confusion was palpable, with some fans turning to social media to express their shock. "I can't believe she had to go through that," one fan tweeted. The sentiment was echoed by many who had followed the couple's journey, feeling deeply for DA Brat in the wake of such a painful revelation. The idea that someone they had admired and cheered for could experience such heartache was difficult to come to terms with, but the support for DA Brat was clear. "I can't believe she had to go through that," the fan wrote, offering sympathy for DA Brat's emotional struggles. The sentiment continued to flood social media as fans expressed their outrage and hurt over what had happened. Another fan commented, "She deserves someone who will lift her up, not tear her down." This simple statement captured the essence of what many felt. Fans rallied behind DA Brat, showing their unwavering support and affirming that she was deserving of love that would build her up, not break her down. The heartbreak of the situation was compounded by the realization that DA Brat had been in a relationship where her success was not fully supported. As the details of the breakup unfolded, another strong theme emerged in the public's response: disappointment in Judy. Fans were quick to express their frustration, questioning how someone who claimed to love their partner could fail to support them in their time of success. "Judy should have been her biggest cheerleader," one fan wrote. This comment, simple but powerful, reflected a sentiment shared by many. DA Brat's revelation didn't just spark outrage or sympathy, it ignited a broader conversation about the pressures of success, relationships, and personal growth. For many fans, the breakdown of DA Brat and Judy's relationship became a reflection of the struggles that many people face in their own partnerships. The demands of balancing personal growth and success with maintaining a healthy, supportive relationship were brought into stark focus. Success, particularly when it is achieved through hard work, can sometimes challenge the dynamics of a relationship. When one partner succeeds, it can sometimes lead to jealousy, insecurity, or competition. It raises questions about how partners navigate these challenges and whether both are able to grow together. This situation sparked more than just a conversation about one public breakup. It opened up a dialogue about love, success, and the importance of support in relationships. It reminded fans that love should be a source of strength, not weakness, and that mutual respect and encouragement are the foundation of any lasting partnership. For DA Brat, the path ahead was uncertain, but one thing was clear. The support from her fans was unwavering, and they stood by her as she took the next steps toward healing and personal growth. The public's response was not just about sympathy, it was a reaffirmation of the belief that everyone deserves a love that lifts them up, a love that encourages them to reach for the stars and supports them every step of the way. Now that her relationship with Judy was over, Brat was focusing on healing. It wasn't easy, and the road ahead was uncertain, but Brat knew that she had to take control of her future. "I'm finding peace," she said. "It's hard, but I know I'm doing what's best for me." Brat was learning to embrace her success and own her worth, and she wasn't going to let anyone take that from her again. "I'm working on myself. I'm rediscovering who I am, and that's the most important thing right now," Brat explained. The journey to healing would take time, but Brat was ready to take the first steps toward a better, more fulfilling future. "I'm stronger than I've ever been," she said with a smile. "And I'm ready for whatever comes next." Brat's journey wasn't just about her breakup with Judy, it was about reclaiming her own power and learning to stand tall, no matter what. "Love is hard," Brat said, "but the most important love is the love you have for yourself. And I'm learning that every day." As Brat moves forward, she's not just leaving the past behind, she's embracing the future with a newfound strength and confidence. "I'm ready to take on whatever life throws at me," Brat says, eyes shining with determination. This is just the beginning. If you found Brat's story inspiring, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about her journey? We'd love to hear from you.